Hello everyone, how are you? I just wanted you to meet my assistant. Most of you know her. This is my little Savannah. Not so little anymore. I can't believe she's like 23 pounds already. Yes, she's 10 and a half. It's 12:30 and that means that you and I have an appointment and it's time to, what's it called? You got it. Discuss it with Drake. And I can't believe we're already on episode 23. It's just crazy to me. Hi Lori, how are you? So please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe onto Drake's Real Estate TV. Today's topic is about buyers and how buyers can navigate the current seller market. So depending on where you are, most of us are living through this current seller market, which is kind of crazy. So if you talk to anybody actually inside our industry, they'll tell you that we're currently in a seller's market. And the summer of 2020 has been an interesting time. You know, while the coronavirus has negatively impacted so much of the economy, real estate actually is surging. So a lot of this is due to the fact that interest rates are crazy low. And if you need help with that, please just reach out. I've got some incredible lenders that are working their butts off because they're just so busy. So there's other factors too. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I think she scratched me. Anyways, we have pent up demand from following, of course, our strict lockdowns during the spring for some people. And then there's a lot of people that are focusing on moving out of the big cities and into the suburbs. You've probably noticed that I've spent a lot of time over at the Haven House in Twin Peaks. Yes, that's up near Lake Arrowhead, and boy, has that been nice. That's just been a really nice gift. So anyways, if you want to buy, there are a lot of factors in your favor right now also, but challenges also because it's not what you would actually characterize as a friendly market. It's more of it's kind of hostile actually. So although we've talked a lot about unemployment over the past few months, we actually have to consider that many people didn't lose their jobs, okay? And in households where people stayed employed, they actually may feel like they're actually financially secure enough to buy a home. That's why it's kind of crazy. So sellers are finding in most cases that they're getting multiple offers and a lot of them over asking price. So what can buyers do at this time? I've got, I think 5 tips for you. Number 1, you've got to be decisive. Okay, if you're going to jump into a seller's market at first, you're going to have to be decisive. Time is critical in these situations. And sometimes getting the home of your dreams is not as simple as being first. However, normally that's not the case. Unless the offer, of course, is just too good to be true. But in most cases, first win does not get it. Okay. If you want to see a home that goes on the market, don't wait until the weekend for a showing. Try to get a showing as soon as possible. And if you can't get in there physically, then get in there virtually. Okay. I know that you're supposed to have an appointment. They're supposed to be spread out so the home can be disinfected in between showings. There's a lot of things going on, but you can't just necessarily walk into a home and see it. Times have changed. So along with being decisive and ready for what's coming, you got to choose a real estate agent such as me that knows what the heck is. You definitely don't want to be playing phone tag during this time because you're losing precious time. So you want someone sharp and responsive, and that is me. So number 2, you got to submit a clean offer. Okay, during a seller's market, it's not an idea to have a bunch of contingencies. Now, this might actually mean the difference between the offers that a seller receives. So a seller actually might be interested in finishing up things quickly rather than getting a higher price for their home. But in most cases, some contingencies are just impossible to avoid, right? So if you can give up some of the a bit more appealing because they can provide you with other chances to back out. So you can still protect yourself even without all of your contingencies. For example, maybe you get your loan completely underwritten. This means that you go through the full loan process before you actually make an offer. That way you can actually close in a quicker amount of time. Basically, if you're thinking about lowballing and negotiating the price down in this market, I'm 99.9% sure that's not going to happen. It's not going to get you home, at least not anywhere that my team is currently serving I don't know where this is actually happening right now, but nowhere near probably a 100-mile radius of where we're at. So number 3, you got to let go of perfection. Okay, the inventory is really limited right now, and demand is high. It's basic econ 101. Okay, this makes it even less likely that you're going to find the perfect home, and well, sometimes that's just okay. It's sometimes better to buy a good home rather than a perfect one. That way, you can make it perfect on your own. Okay, because sometimes waiting for perfection to hit the market, well, that's just crazy. There's a very strong chance, of course, that when inventory expands, there's not going to be a perfect home around, because is there such thing as perfect? So anyways, everyone has to compromise on something, unless you've got one of those trees that this is growing on, you're going to have to compromise on something. Of course, that's just not an issue. Number 4, you got to be disciplined with your budget. Okay, so when bidding wars are probable and things get competitive among buyers, it's easy to get carried away. The last couple of months, my clients, we've been 100% in multiple offers. The lowest was 3. The highest was 32. That's right, 32 offers, and we were over list price. We didn't even get a counter. So try not to get emotionally attached to the home before this happens, and make sure that you're not going beyond your budget. Okay, so emotions are always going to be heightened when you're buying a home anyway. So set your budget, stick to it, don't let yourself go above it, no matter what the other offers look like. And that's where someone like me will help counsel you. No. Okay, so offering too much may get you the house, but it could create a financial stressor for you for the years to come. So you and I will definitely have to talk about this, because there's definitely a big difference between the cost of a home versus the price of a home. Okay, so do you understand the difference between the cost of the home and the price of the home? If not, give me a call and I'll explain it to you. Okay, big difference. Number 5, you got to offer more earnest money possibly. So earnest money basically is a portion of your deposit that you're going to provide alongside your offer. It's typically 1 to 3% of your total down payment, and it's a way to show the seller that you're serious. But if the deal doesn't go through, you get that money back. So basically, in a nutshell, it's your risk factor, your skin in the game. Okay, if you've got nothing to lose, what's going to keep you in and in compliance? Okay. Usually you'll see buyers offer around 1%, but during hot market, you know what? Maybe you should think about maybe offering a little bit more. It shows that you're more invested in the deal and are less likely to allow it to fail. So if you have the option to pay cash, that's almost always going to win. But cash offers, of course, they take out the element of the financing contingencies, and they can make it for a simpler transaction, which is going to be beneficial for buyers. However, it does not necessarily mean that you're going to get less for the house. Example, let's say the house is $500,000 and you've got cash and you're offering $450 cash. I can close in 17 days, $450,000 cash, but you listed it at 5. But you've got offers that are $500,000 with a loan. Aren't you going to wait 2 extra weeks to make 15 grand? Well, 99% of you are, so keep that in mind. Finally, if you do enter the market and you find that it's not working for you, or maybe you're just too nervous about the prospects, consider waiting. Okay, it's easy to get carried away even in a buyer's market. So a seller's market can even be more likely to lead you to make a poor financial decision, unless you're working with me, and I won't let you do that. So, and keep in mind, it's also nearly impossible to time the market. The only way that you truly know if the peak or the valley is over is when it's behind you. Okay, so that's kind of it. So that's really all I have for today. I want to thank Realty Times for providing the information today. They're a great source of information for me. If you'd like a copy of this, just let me know and I'll shoot it off to you. And please, if there's a topic that you would like me to discuss further, just let me know and I'll add it to the calendar. So thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate the support and all the comments. I always try just to come from contribution. So once again, thanks for watching. Be kind to one another, okay? You hear me? Be kind to another. Hi, Bill. How's it going? Don't forget to live, laugh, and love. Until next week, when the next move matters, contact Drake for Homes. when you have a real estate need. All right? Hope to talk to you guys soon. Take care now. Oh, hey, what do you think of my new shirt? Isn't that great? See you guys later. Bye now.